Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start the drive with Harris, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Browns, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They run again with Harris. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down at 7. Harris running straight ahead. Taking it right down Broadway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Next to score, Steelers 7, Browns 9.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. it's Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The Browns at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They run again on first down. Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Off play action. Pickett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sione Takitaki came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
1st and 10. It's Pickett.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
After the interception, here's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw in that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
Completes it right side to Cooper.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Watson throwing for Chubb, complete on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watson on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a 5-point game.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
In what many term is a down year for rookie quarterbacks, the Steelers took Pickett 20th overall because they knew him better than any other quarterback in the draft. They considered him the most pro-ready passer in the class. He's got plenty of gunslinger in him as well. You give him an inch of space to make a throw, he's going to try and make it into a mile.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Pickett.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. One of those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
Watson on 1st down. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
From the gun, here's Watson. Fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And able to work his way down to the 16. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
To throw again on second down. Watson drops it off for Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On first down, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Watson now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now Cade York for the extra point. And this is now a one-point game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 25-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Now Pickett. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again is Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Watson looks to throw again. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through.
And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10.
Well, a pretty important sequence here, CD. They were trailing in the second half. The interception gives them the opportunity, and the field goal gives them the lead.
And what a clutch play. You love to see guys come through like that. Now it's their game to lose. Time to get back out there and come through with another big stop.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, this is Harris.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down, and they go back to Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. An even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they take the lead out in front at 13-12. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown. But the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Watson. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Watson. And here he's got Graham. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. And Chubb will try the middle here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken a 4th quarter lead. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it, we've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. To the air on first down with Pickett. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett, finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he will have the Steelers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First and 10, here's Pickett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll throw again with Pickett. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
They find some open field here. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The tackle by Terrell Edmonds.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Kareem Hunt, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now Pickett.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. They hand this off to Harris. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
119 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Looking to throw here, Pickett.
He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Pickett to throw.
They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that?
In his defense. I got it.
Yeah.
He needs better protection, that's for sure.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break.